One of my all-time favorite paint schemes is back for another review. Here is Brad KESELOWSKI's 2019 Kansas Raced winning WURTH Ford Mustang. Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, back with another NASCAR Authentics review, and this Saturday's review is going to be Brad KESELOWSKI's 2019 Digital Ally 400 winner. Race winning WURTH Ford Mustang. He won Kansas, the night race there, last spring. And oh, Lord KESELOWSKI. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this WURTH Kansas Raced win Ford Mustang out of the box. Alrighty, folks, brand new out of the package, and holy cow, man. Arguably the best paint scheme of the 2010s, certainly one of my top 5 of the 2010s best paint schemes. I mean, this is a fantastic looking race car. Look, how iconic is it that he had the white, red, and black race car, right? Yet the confetti for the race to win was red and white too. I mean, it looks perfect on this thing. I mean, the entire hood, I mean, it looks like a flock of birds, man. I mean, it's just all over the freaking car. Beautiful, man. This paint scheme, I tell you what, man, I fell in love with this car. I fell in love with this car as soon as I seen it hit the racetrack last spring. And for him to win a race in it, man, I almost got the 124 of this. I ended up getting just the normal, you know, clean version, which I already did a review on, so I'll have a link to that down below. And we also got the normal 164 one. Already did a review on that. Link down below as well. Let's go ahead and dig into this review. So over here on the hood, I mean, you can barely read the WURTH logo. You got, you know, partially a Pennzoil logo. You got Ford, never mind the paint on my nail there. It's dry, so don't worry. You got Mustang, got the red number 2 there, I like that. You got Mechanics Squad, Lincoln Welders, and Sunoco. You got a very nice look at all the little dirt and grime. Don't worry, we'll be doing a side-by-side comparison to the clean version. I love how this confetti is just kind of like caked up at the bottom. It just makes you think like there was confetti just piled out all around the edges of the car, man. That is so freaking cool. And then over here to the right side of the car, I mean, you got half a freaking Goodyear. You got a NASCAR race car logo. They got Karate Chopped. You got Brad KESELOWSKI on the name rail. That was his 3rd win already in 2019. Of course, you know, he won Atlanta, Martinsville, and Kansas. I got Auto Trader, SKF, WURTH, Snap-on, American Ethanol. Discount tire. I freaking love this paint scheme. You know, some people say it looks like the old AMC Javelin wraps from the 70s. Every time I see this paint scheme, I think of one thing and really one thing only. March Madness brackets. That's what this looks like. Does it not look like a March Madness bracket? I freaking love it. This pop rivet design on the side skirts, man, I tell you, this is just beautiful. I love how it goes down to the trim line. Of course, you got Ford. I think that's Mazak. No, you got Ford. I think it's Reese. Don't know what that is. PPG Mazak on the B-post. And then over here to the back end of the car, you got WURTH. Over here between the 2 taillights, you do have the detailed spoiler, which is something you don't get to see. On the normal non-raced versions. I love that red outline number 2. Beautiful, man. I mean, just straight up Rusty Wallace. And over here to the right side of this paint scheme, and I tell you what, man, this was one of my favorite paint schemes of all time. It still is. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. I got 2 of the Kansas 164 raced versions. I got 2 of the Gold Series WURTH, you know, clean version of the car. I'm gonna get a Authentics version as well, hopefully someday. I got the 124 of the clean version. I tell you what, man, this is one of my all-time favorite paint schemes, and I'm not even a Brad KESELOWSKI fan, believe it or not, and I freaking love this race car so freaking much. So you got WURTH over here, got some side damage here, and I don't know where that might be from. I don't know if it was from the tire cording, or maybe he had some, you know, contact on pit road or something. You got discount tire. I mean, just the paint scheme, it's just so freaking beautiful, man. Wow. So it does look like maybe he made some, you know, side contact at some point during the race. I actually missed this race mostly because I had to work. It was a Saturday night event. Luckily, they did re-air the race later that night after 11. and I was able to catch like the last 150 lap, or like the last 100 to like 50 laps. And I was able to catch, you know, the battle between Keselowski and Bowman, and sure enough, Keselowski won, but Bowman would be boogieing at Chicago. And then over here to the roof of the car, you got the number 2, you know, kind of a half and half, you know, kind of like your coffee, you know, you put like, you know, put some milk or some creamer, put some sugar, stir it up, and throw it on back. Notice the little sweepy sweep right here, the open spot. That's where they put the cardboard box on top of the race car. So when the driver gets out, they're able to, you know, have brand logos or whatnot on the race car. Very nice. No brand logo. And one thing I love about the Penske cars is there's no roof flap sponsorship. It's just dead center in the middle, like a stock car is supposed to look. Beautiful. And if you didn't know it said Alliance Truck Parts here on the clean version, well, you would never know what that says. And of course, since this is a NASCAR Authentics raced version, you got Brad Keselowski doing the ding. And of course, you got the Digital Ally 400 Kansas City, May 11, 2019, Kansas winter raced version. And believe it or not, what was funny is I was on vacation like the past 7 days, right? So it was like, what, May 3rd to like May 10th. I was off that Sunday after this race, but I had to work that one Saturday. And I didn't think about it when I scheduled my vacation. And I was like, man, I could have just give up one day and I could have had, you know, this race. I could have watched it. But unfortunately, you know, the Dover race ended up getting rained out on that Sunday before. And it was aired on it was raced on the Monday. And I was actually on vacation that day. So I was able to get to watch that. But if I could have watched this race or the Dover race, I would have watched this one, definitely. The action was pretty good, I'll be honest. So you got Kansas winner, you got good old Keselowski, their raced version. Go over to the back of the card. 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 9 seconds for Mr. Brad K. Started 4th, 271 laps, about 5 miles over 400. Number of cautions, 7. So that means we had, what, 5 actual cautions with 2 stage joints. Only 12 laps led by the winner, and of course, a margin of victory of just 2/10 over Alex Bowman. And now, time for the best part of these raced version reviews. You know, shout out to my good buddy OBB, you know, original Big Bri. He kind of got me to doing this stuff. So you got the side-by-side comparisons. You got the raced version down below. You got the clean version up top. And I tell you what, one thing that's staggering to me is the font size on the WURTH logo. Look at that. Look at the WURTH logo up top and look at the down bottom. This looks like it has like a shadow pattern that's painted white. That one's just a clean, you know, normal look. So maybe this is an early design, maybe this is a miscue, who knows? The raced version ones are always more accurate to the actual race car because they design these paint schemes, you know, based off the raced version car and everything. And over here to the right side of this car, you got, I mean, just look at that freaking beautiful race car. I mean, I love how the pattern just shoots down, but I also like this little kit back there. I like that, where the exhaust plate is. Just, I don't know, this thing is just, it's a beautiful paint scheme, man, I tell you. It is just beautiful. And notice there's no little wrinkles that are seen on the top car down the bottom. It's much more of a smooth wrap, but you do see some weird stuff over here near the front Goodyear, which is also present on the clean version. So of course the roof of the race car, I mean, you can actually read the WURTH logo over here, but you can't read it over here. I got you know, the roof sponsorship's pretty much the same. Looks like the number 2 is a little bit smaller on the raced version. Of course, you don't have the Keselowski name banner, and of course, no confetti on the windows, unfortunately. Alliance Truck Parts, well, it's a little bit shy on the raced version. Very nice indeed. And over here to the front of the car, I mean, wow, what a freaking difference. So you've got a snow plow with confetti on the splitter. You got grill tape. You got a much smaller Mustang logo. I tell you what, this one's all skewy though. I don't know what the heck the actual main Ford grill's doing, but the right version, the right side one, I tell you what, this thing is so much more well wrapped on the nose. I mean, you got a clean splitter on the right side. You got the pop rivets, you know, the small brackets on the raced version. You know, I think the right one looks much cleaner for a diecast, but I mean, if you want to put that there, that's all good. I tell you what, if you're making a custom though, good luck trying to put that decal on. Holy cow. Alrighty, folks, thank y'all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Of course, drop a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about this 2019 Kansas raced version WURTH Ford Mustang for Brad Keselowski. I tell you what, man, if you're a Keselowski cat, you're a Penske cat, if you just love this freaking paint scheme, you gotta get it. Absolutely recommend it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know which car y'all want me to review next weekend. I'm really digging Chase Elliott's Watkins Glen, but maybe we might do the Kyle Larson throwback. Who knows? Let me know down in the comment section below. Of course, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Diecastbuffet. And as always, hope you're having a great one. Diecastbuffet. Oh, wait. Hold up. Tune in a couple hours. Have a little bit of an update on the NASCAR Diecast Cup Series. Some important information. That will be coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Diecastbuffet. Anyways, folks, hope you're having a great one. Diecastbuffet, well, signing off.